Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan and this video is going to be about highlighters. More so the ones that are marketed as natural looking highlighters. Also, I'm going to be telling you guys my reviews about these products, like the good ones, the bad ones, just in case you want to try this out because they are marketed so heavily. So before that, I have to talk to you guys about skincare, which I've mentioned in my previous videos as well. Most of my long format videos would have some skincare recommendations as well because skin prep is so important. I feel like I've resorted to trying out a lot of skincare products because once you have the right base, most products tend to look really nice on your skin. If you're wondering why your vitamin C serums are not working for you, you need to hear this. It is something called as DPF, which is Deep Penetration Formula. Ever heard of it? Most vitamin C serums just don't absorb very well into your skin. They just sit on top of your skin. But the Derma 10% vitamin C face serum is designed to work harder and faster than your average serum. It fights dullness and dark spots from the root. So you don't just look better on the surface, but your skin is transformed from within. A serum with DPF like the Derma will penetrate deeper into your skin and be effective, whereas a serum without DPF would just sit on top of your skin and you cannot see results. And if your serum doesn't have a DPF, it is time for an upgrade. This I have used an entire bottle of this, and this is my second bottle of this one. I just wanted to show you guys this because the packaging has changed up a little bit. The earlier one was a little bit more clear. This, I feel like my skin felt noticeably brighter in just 7 days. This isn't just about vitamin C either. It also has niacinamide, which is a total game changer, which helps control oil and reduces texture on your skin. So if your skin is feeling dull, patchy or uneven, this is literally your skincare shortcut. Plus, it's designed by dermatologists and safe and effective for everyday use, even if you have sensitive skin. Honestly, this is one of those vitamin C serums that has lived up to the hype for me. I've tried out so many in the market. Switched to the Derma 10% vitamin C serum, where glow meets science. Use my coupon code Deepthi2025 for additional discount on the Derma website, and these products are also available on Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart and Purple. And every single time you shop from the Derma website, they link your order to a child they help educate along with Bhumi Foundation. As part of their Young Scientist initiative, they have educated 20,000 plus students. And then moving on to the highlighter, the first one I have is this Kbeauty highlighter stick. This is in the shade Solar, which I agree I should have picked up another shade. This looked like a nice gold shade, but it also is a little too dark for my skin tone. And when I apply it like this, I was like, oh my god, this is such a beautiful natural looking highlighter. But on the skin, it doesn't translate that way. It gets a little bit too patchy. Like that sheen is not there. It looks a little bit more matte, drying on the skin, as opposed to how it looks like this in the hand swatch, where it looks a little bit more subtle. And with this brand particularly, I've noticed that it's a big hit or miss for me. I've tried out a lot of their products. Some of them have worked out really well for me, like their liquid blush. I do like some of their liquid lipstick formulations. It depends on the shade, but their lipsticks and this and all of that has been a little bit of a disappointment. I know it's very easy to start liking a brand because of the founder. I mean, she looks so adorable and the way she talks and everything is so genuine, so convincing. I mean, that should be your thoughts when you're buying a product. It should be for the performance, and this is my personal opinion. I feel like it's just not a good highlighter. I mean, if you remember the Sugar Face Forward highlighter stick in the shade Bronze Bellwether and all of that, those highlighter sticks used to perform so well. I still have some more highlighter sticks from NYB and everything, but it seems like they've discontinued it. I can't really find it online, so that's the reason I'm not recommending those. And then moving on to the next highlighter, which I was not very impressed with. This is the Just Herbs liquid highlighter. This is in the shade Champagne Nectar. Again, something that looked so promising, so convincing that I picked it up. It looks a little bit natural and all of that, but it literally vanishes into your skin and you can't really see it as much on your like when you have a base product on. Maybe if you have no base on, like no foundation, no tinted products on, this would work really well for your no makeup days. It has very fine shimmer, not something that is too glittery, too big. So you could try this out for your no makeup days alone. But if you have some foundation on and you wanted a little bit of a highlighter, this would not make the cut for you. It just seemingly blended away and I couldn't see any glow. I couldn't see anything that a highlighter should do. So I don't understand the point of of using this. Positive Light Liquid Luminizer. This is also a little bit more natural looking than most highlighters available in the market, but it is a little bit too drying. The formulation of this one, it's very thin, and it also has some sort of like shimmer particles, and it's kind of hard to find the right shade for yourself in these Rare Beauty highlighters. They have like very different shades, very pink, very gold, very yellow gold, and all of that. So it does contrast with your skin tone a little bit. I know a lot of people really like it, but it is a very, very thin highlighter that literally blends away into nothing. It has that sheen, but it's a little bit more matte and also has visible shimmer particles on the skin. And what I'm looking for with these liquid highlighters, let me put that across before you're wondering like, what are you exactly talking about? So what I want is that it has to look a little bit dewy, little bit wet, little bit glowy, but not shimmery. When you're watching like K-dramas and everything, they have that wet sheen, right? That's what I'm looking at. When you look at editorial pictures like magazines and everything, they have that wet sheen, but it doesn't look chunky or glittery on the skin. No, highlighter balm, that's what I'm looking at. It's okay even if it's a highlighter, but it should look a little bit balmy on the skin. That's what I'm looking at. And this one is a little bit more matte compared to most liquid highlighters that I own, and also it looks a little dry on the skin. It looks like it has no glow, and eventually it just is nothing when you apply it on the face. And then I have this one, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand Highlighter. This is a really nice subtle highlighter. It has a very subtle sheen, subtle glow, but it's extremely subtle for the price that you're going to be paying for this. And also the packaging, I'm not a very big fan of. I have this one in the shade 2 Medium Moon, which looks really nice on my skin and everything, but again, it's a little too subtle, not a very wet or dewy looking highlighter. So I would say just skip on this because it's also a really pricey one. And then something that I do really like over the Rare Beauty highlighter is this Insight Pro Liquid Highlighter. This has that wetness, that sheen that I'm looking for. It's also a little bit more long lasting. This does contain visible shimmer particles. It's not like your everyday makeup sort of a product, not a highlighter you can use on a day-to-day basis, but if you are using it on your foundation, the shimmer particles don't look that visibly shimmery. It blends really beautifully with your foundation. I really like the shades that they have. At the price point of this that they have, it's not too matte. It's really easy to blend this, and it just is so nice for the price. So I really like this one over the Rare Beauty highlighter. Actually, my blush today is so bad. I don't really like berry shades of blushes on my skin tone. It just looks patchy no matter what I do. So I tried the Maybelline blush in the shade Berry Branch, which is a nice shade formulation and everything, just not for me. And then I have this one. This is the Insight Makeup Essentials highlighter. This is in the shade Angelic Beauty 03, which I absolutely love and still use it a lot till this date. So it has this beautiful, subtle, balmy glow. It's not a very dry formulation. It has that wetness to it. It has shimmer particles in it. It is not something that I would recommend ideally for your no makeup days, but if you have a little bit of tinted moisturizer, a light coverage foundation on, this would blend into that pigmentation and just look so beautiful and natural. I absolutely love this one. I still use it to this date. I had recommended this about 2 to 3 years ago. I absolutely love the price point of this. I think this was for 100 rupees. It's one of the best highlighters that I own, and I really like it for the price. Like if you try out a lot of these high-end highlighters, the ones that are raved after so much, and then you try this out, you would be like, oh my god, I could have just resorted to using this one over all of those products. This is one such product. What I have on my face right now is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in the shade Gold, which is a really beautiful highlighter. It looks very nice. It looks like it has that little bit of wetness. It has that sheen and everything, which I absolutely love. It does contain shimmer particles to it. Of course, it's a highlighter, but it's not something that is too visible, not too stark. Like right now under this light and everything, I cannot even see it as much, but there is that glow, that sheen, which I really like about this particular highlighter. But the only problem with this is that this is really pricey. I think this is for around 4,500 or more. So when it comes to the price point of this, I'm not a very big fan of that, but the performance, the glow and everything, I absolutely love, and I have been reaching out for this so much. But is this a very dupable product? Yes, absolutely. You will be seeing that in just a bit. So I will be talking about my favorite highlighters and the ones that you can just blindly buy. The other highlighters that I have are all like strobe creams and products that you can use all over your face as well as on the high points of your cheek, like, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury one and the Strobe Cream and everything. So firstly, the Strobe Cream is a really nice product. You can use this all over your face or just on the high points of your cheek, even on your no makeup days. It's extremely natural looking. I have this one in the shade Goldlite. You can try out the shade Goldlite or Peach Light if you are around my skin tone, and I think they do have travel variants of this right now as well. And this was like the OG product to give you that glow. It gives you that subtle sheen, and it's not something that's very visible when you apply it on the high points of your cheek, but it is there, like especially if you have no makeup on and just apply this on the high points of your cheek, it just looks extremely natural. I personally really like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter over this because I feel like this is a little bit more moisturizing on my skin. Like this, I can over time see that moisturization effect has faded away, and sometimes I can just see gold shimmer all over my face. It's not like it's very visible, but if you look really close, I can see that it's settling onto the dryness of my face a little bit. That can happen to me with the M.A.C Strobe Cream, but I like this one over that because this has never done that to me. It's very moisturizing on my skin. It gives me that very subtle glow on the high points of my cheek. You can't really even see it as much, but when you apply it and all over your face and very evenly, it just looks so radiant and amazing. And when I use a little bit more of a dewy product on top of this, my skin glows. And most of the times I get asked, like, what is that you're using on your face? Your skin is looking extremely nice and glowy. It could be this product as a base underneath most of those products as well. So this goes really well in conjunction with their foundations and also some of these lighter tinted moisturizers, other glowy products, other glowy based products. I really like it. And then coming to the other ones that you can pick and choose according to your preference, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is a little bit too metallic for me for all over my face, so I particularly prefer this on the high points of my cheek, and it works as a very beautiful natural looking highlighter. It doesn't really have like very visible shimmer particles. They are very lightly dispersed. They are not as visible in most lightings as well, and so I really like this for just the high points of my cheek but not all over my face. And the same thing goes with the M.A.C God's Glow Illuminator. Again, if you have your right shade match with this, I think you would really like it for all over your face. It gives you that very thick sticky glow, but I have tried out the shade Caramel. The brand also happened to send me 2 other shades which were really light for my skin tone. I'm not very sure what shade of this would match me, and I'm not willing to go ahead and repurchase it again because I have so many of these glowy products. But if you do have a right shade match for this, you would really like this for, again, all over your face as well as high points of your cheek. And something that I really like as a better alternative for the Charlotte Tilbury one is the Insight Radiance filter, which is really affordable. I have this one in the shade Tan, which matches my skin tone really well. I can use this all over my face. Again, for my no makeup days, I can use this on the high points of my cheek as well, and it will look really nice and natural. This is something that is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in terms of the moisturization effect, in terms of how they look on the skin. They don't look very dry, metallic. They don't really look very shimmery as well, so I really like this. Beautiful highlighters alone. I don't really like to use this all over my face. This one is the House of Makeup liquid highlighter in the shade Nebula, which is a very nice, balmy, wet looking highlighter. It has that beautiful glow. It's pretty intense. I really love it for that. It's not like it has a lot of shimmer particles. The shimmer particles are so finely milled, very beautifully dispersed again. I can usually use this for my no makeup days as well, but I really like to use this on some base product, and it just blends beautifully, looks amazing, glowy, wet, beautiful highlighter. And the other 2, which are my top favorite highlighters, this one is the Kbeauty liquid highlighter. This comes with a pump packaging, and first initially the pump was not really working, but now it does disperse the product out really well. It has comparatively a thinner formulation than most of these highlighters that you have seen, like the House of Makeup one and even the Nykaa Strobe Glow liquid highlighter, which I'm going to be talking to you guys in just a bit. So this is so nice, subtle, natural, very spreadable. You can bring it all the way to your inner corner of your cheek as well. It doesn't exaggerate anything, doesn't emphasize anything, but it has that wet glowiness to it, which I really love and enjoy using. So this is something that I reach out for a lot. And I also reach out for this one, which is the Nykaa Strobe Glow liquid highlighter, which is one of my absolute favorite liquid highlighters. This has gone bad right now because I have it for over 4 years now. Starting to smell a little like waxy, and also it's kind of like thick and clumpy right now, but this gives you that beautiful dewy glow, wet glow. It's not very shimmery. It's not something that has a lot of glitter particles. You can use it without makeup, with makeup, and little goes a long way. You just have to apply a little bit of it. Take a more highlighting brush. You take a brush like this one, which is like the Real Technique setting brush, and just very nicely blend it out. You can bring it all the way to the inner corner of your cheek. Spread it out. You can mix it with your blush if you have any cream or liquid blushes as well. And every single time I have this one on, a lot of you guys ask me, what is that highlighter you have? What is that glow? What is that is giving you that glow? It's this one. Like, if you have this, you don't really even need a high-end highlighter. It's that good. Right now, it's not performing its best because it's gone rancid. So like the formula is separating a little bit, but even then, even on its deathbed, look at that. And another highlighter that I like as much as the Nykaa Strobe and Glow liquid highlighter is this one from Hinds, Korean brand. This is their True Dimension Radiance Balm. They have a lot of different shades. I picked up the shade Clear because I could use it for my no makeup days, and it's exactly what the name suggests. It's like a very beautiful clear glow. So it's like a balm, okay? It's not your quintessential highlighter. It doesn't have any shimmer particles to it, but it has this balmy radiance and balmy glow. So it looks very, very natural. It looks like that sheen. It looks beautiful. But if you apply it on top of your makeup, it just wipes it away. It makes it patchy. It removes it. So you have to figure out a way to apply it. Maybe take it on your fingers and then apply it, or for your no makeup taste, for that natural glow, you can definitely use this. A lot of people say they can just use Vaseline instead. I'm not very sure about that because it can tend to look a little bit oily, and if you use it on top of makeup, I don't know if it would slip and slide, but this one is not like that. It's very natural looking, very beautiful. Like, I love the glow, the wetness it gives, and it's just a radiance balm, right? So it doesn't really have like shimmer as such, and it just works out really well. I also have some shades that have a little bit of color to it. Maybe you could try that out, but I just wanted to pick up the clear one. I got this from the Macron app, and I don't regret it one bit. If you own this, you don't really need to buy a lot of liquid cream highlighters, high-end or affordable, so definitely do check this one out. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Do let me know if you want to watch more such videos. If you have any other product recommendations, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.